Well, hey everybody, it's your boy, just like back on another video. You know it, aka Goose from Shen. As I had promised you all a while ago that I would do this video, and I haven't been able to do it since I've been busy, but making other videos and keeping up with updates and stuff like that. And my list of videos that I make every weekend to make for the week. I've finally been able to make this video. So, yay, let's get into it. Today is the review of Creepshow 2. And it sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but I really am not. I am really excited to do this review. Creepshow 2, I have to admit, by far was one of the better. I think of the three of the Creepshow was way better than Creepshow 1. I actually liked every story they had in this one. Unlike the first one where I didn't like every story they had, when I did the review. My particular favorite, though, would be 2 and 3, Raft and the Hitchhiker. Now, the Raft pissed me off at the very end because the ending was the guy finally escapes whatever the fuck that must have been, like oil, grease slick, whatever it is. And gets to the shore, but doesn't think to fucking get in the car and speed away. He's like, haha, I beat you. And then it immediately turns into a snobby and swallows him whole. And then finally at the end of the film, or end of the scene, it shows a sign saying no swimming. Which pissed me the fuck off. I'm like, you pulled up to the area. How could you have not seen that goddamn sign? It's literally 5 feet from where they pulled up. I'm sorry. You would have to see the sign pulling up. It pissed me off. That's the only reason why it pissed me off. But I did like the storyline and the story. I still don't know what the fuck the thing was that killed everybody. Was it a sentient piece of ooze? Because that's kind of weird. But it was interesting. Hitchhiker by far was my favorite. Because I liked how every time she tried to kill this... So basically, this woman's driving home from an affair she had with this guy, and she has a brand new Mercedes car. She's driving home to meet her husband from an affair or something that she had with this one guy. And on her way home, while she's trying to light up a cigarette, she ends up hitting a pedestrian, a hitchhiker who's trying to get a ride. And every time she ends up running away. And hit and run, and a guy comes around the bend after she about a few feet away comes around the bend and stops and sees what happened. That guy becomes more important later in the story, but what happens is she keeps going on ahead and she keeps seeing the guy who she hit, and he keeps coming up to her window. Hey lady, thanks for the ride. Hey lady, thanks for the ride. Hey lady, thanks for the ride. He always says that. And she basically just tries to fucking kill him again and again and again. By running him over, hitting him, and whatever she does, it doesn't seem to be working. Finally, when she gets home, she thinks it's all fucking over, with her car being completely totaled. Like you could see, she's gone completely out of her mind. She finally opens the car door, and the guy is still there, and he's like completely ruined, like completely fucking messed up as it goes. And he is like, hey lady, thanks for the ride. And then I think he kills her. God, he kills her though. I think he just eats her or something. I don't know what he does. And then the guy comes up, her husband comes up, which was the guy who actually called in the death in the first place. The guy who finds what she did, basically, but didn't know it was his wife, comes up, he looks in and sees her dead, and that's what in the driveway, which is funny to me. It's messed up, but it's funny. But he looks all saddened by it, and I'm like, if you only knew, buddy, what she did, but way before she murdered that guy, you probably would not give a damn. I like how she's also in the video, she's explaining how her husband was never, always on time. And the one time he's late, she's thinking of ways and if he was on time at home and why she wasn't home at that exact time. And like at one point she just says, I'm gonna go tomorrow and say, the guy gave me 5 orgasms. I'm like, doesn't matter how many orgasms he gave you. You fucking cheated. It doesn't matter. Anyways, the statement is, and then the side story I like that goes on with the story, where this kid ends up getting in the comics and buys as in the first one, buys a fucking Venus flytraps. Okay? But, you think there's normal Venus flytraps until the very end where he's being chased by bullies after he kicks a bully in the nuts and then steps on his his foot. He kicks him in the stomach and then steps on his foot. I don't know which one. And he chases him into this like clearing. And you think the kid's like dead meat. And then you realize, then these giant fly traps come out. These fly traps come out of there. And you realize they weren't just no ordinary fly traps. He even says a giant man-eating Venus fly traps. And they eat each of the bullies. And then he just laughs maniacally. And that's the end of the video. And I'm like, that's the end of the movie. And the creeper, he seemed kind of weird, the creeper. I don't know why, but Creepshow kind of reminded me of Tales from the Crypt way too much. I still don't know why. It's probably because of the creeper. That's probably why. But, and it was a great series. Tales from the Crypt, great. Creepshow 2, great film. For horror, it didn't scare me. Like no real horror movie ever actually scares me anymore. It has to be like, the movie has to be really, really, really up there to scare me now. And if it does scare me, it only scares me for about maybe like 3 hours, and then it goes away. My fear, I guess. It's the movie, as I would say, has to be for itself would be I give it 8 out of 10. Not bad film. 8 out of 10 for all overall horror and just like it's how great it was. A special mention goes to the first story, the Chief, I think it's called. I liked it. It was not my favorite. It just was. I liked it. It was okay. Definitely if you get a chance, you all have Amazon Prime. I did not watch it, the DVD cut I watched it on Amazon Prime. Fun fact, it's free on Amazon Prime, and I didn't have to open up my DVD. So that's great. I'll open up my DVD some other time. But great film. Definitely go check out Creepshow 2 and Creepshow 1. Sorry about that. Creepshow 2 and Creepshow 1. Definitely check those out. And I was great film. Wish they would make a third one. Hopefully they make a third one in the future someday. But other than that, great series. I will see you guys in another next video. And like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, thank you guys for 108 subscribers. You are all makes me very humble. It helps me a lot when you guys subscribe to me and watch my videos. Share videos on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram where we can share videos. And I will see you guys in the next video. Catch you later, guys.